Hi, good evening and welcome to Life Talks Live. My name is Kelsey and tonight's topic is growth. Growth can lead you through a magical lesson. It takes you on a journey and it makes it almost bearable to get to pleasure. Because you know in the end that the pain, the suffering, it's going to lead you somewhere. It's going to get you to where you want to be, to who you truly want to be. And I went through a big lesson about growth when I was very, very young. From the ages of 2 to 14, I had a lot of operations. I've got one leg shorter than the other, and if you research it, it's called proximal femoral focal deficiency. Now, from the ages of 2 to 14, I had so many operations on my leg, and what they did is they snapped the bone in half. They stuck pins inside my leg, and every day I would have to go home and turn the pins so that the break got bigger. And as the break got bigger, the bone knitted back together. It grew back. But while I was turning those pins in my leg, I was in excruciating pain. I got infections. I was in and out of hospital all the time. I missed my friends so much. I would cry because my mum and dad couldn't stay in the hospital all the time because they had to work. But I knew there was an end goal to it. I knew there was something there that was really going to help me. And that was that in the end, after those operations, my leg would grow and it would be longer and I'd be stronger and I'd be able to walk longer and everything just fitted together. When you're going through pain and suffering, you feel like it might never end. You feel like, oh, what's the point? I just might as well give up. I might as well stop going right now. And I can even remember one day I had this infection in my leg and I was screaming in the hospital. My mum was trying to calm me down and I just couldn't. I was hysterical, in so much pain. It was awful. But a few weeks later, they took me to physio and I got up and I walked. I walked without a crutch and it was the best day of my whole life. I can't even describe that feeling and all the pain. It was worth it because in the end, I was stronger as a person. I felt so powerful. I felt so amazing. If you take those hardships and adversaries out of your life, then my leg, without that pain, it might not have been as strong as it is now, and I could have ended up in a wheelchair. So with that pain, it creates a strength inside of you, and you need that in order to grow, in order to become the best version of yourself. And after all, that's what we all want, to become the best us. So you have to keep going through the pain. Just keep going, even when it hurts. So I want you to imagine something. Imagine yourself in the worst possible pain you can ever think of. I know this sounds crazy, but I want you to do it for me. Just imagine whatever it might be, losing your job, losing a loved one, whatever is the worst possible pain you can think of. Imagine yourself in that. Feel the emotions. Now I want you to keep that image in your mind for a few more seconds and just sit with it and see how it feels. Okay, now I want you to go into the future, 6 months after this event has happened. And I want you to imagine that whatever's happened, you have become the best version of yourself. You've got a new job, even better than the one that you lost. You've got a new partner, even more amazing and loves you more than the one you had. You've got a new child in your life. Whatever it may be, whatever the best thing that could happen to you is, imagine that. Imagine it and keep it in your mind for a second. Really feel the emotions. Feel how happy you feel when the best version of you is present. Now, growth is an option. People go through trials every day and you don't always get the second image that I gave you. Some people stay stuck in the first image forever. And it's because it's all about your mindset. People can stay stuck in the past and they can think about the bad event that happened to them for so long, and they can get bogged down with all these negative emotions. And all you have to do to change that is flip your mindset. Keep going for what you really want. I wanted a strong leg. I wanted to walk. I wanted to run around with all the other little kids. So my image just kept me going. That image in my mind kept me moving forward. I didn't think, oh, I'm in pain, I don't want to, like, I can't do this, I can't go to physio, I can't do that. I kept that image strong at the forefront of my head. And when it was so strong, I didn't give up. And that's the thing, all suffering, all hardship is always going to come. But the way to grow through it is to keep pushing forward. And take the lessons in it as well, that you need pain in order to become the best version of yourself, because the journey in between pain and pleasure is where growth happens. Anyway, I hope you liked my talk this evening, and that's it from me. If you'd like to speak to anyone at Life Talks Live, please send an email to info@lifetalkslive.com. or message us on our Facebook page, and we'll be glad to respond to you with any questions or queries you may have. Have a good evening. Bye.